How to Make Money in Commodities is a 1960 classic by Chester W. Keltner, also referred to as Charles, a grain trader and founder of Keltner Statistical Service. Published by his own service, the roughly 230-page book draws from his practical experience in commodity futures trading, particularly agricultural markets. Book synopsis. The book serves as a practical guide to profiting from commodity futures trading. Keltner argues that consistent profits are possible through disciplined technical analysis rather than relying heavily on fundamentals. He emphasizes chart-based trend identification, volatility considerations, and systematic rules to navigate the high-leverage, volatile nature of commodities. Welcome back to our deep dive into one of the true classics of trading literature, How to Make Money in Commodities by Chester W. Keltner. Takeaway number 1. Profits are possible in commodity futures, but only with discipline. Keltner, a seasoned grain trader, didn't sugarcoat the markets. He knew commodities are volatile, leveraged, and full of risk. Yet from his own experience in the pits, he confidently declared that consistent profits are achievable. The key, treating trading like a serious business, not a gamble. He emphasized that most traders lose money because they lack a proven plan and the steel nerves to follow it. Success doesn't come from being smarter than the market or predicting the future perfectly. It comes from having clear rules and the discipline to stick to them through winning streaks and painful drawdowns alike. Keltner proved this himself by building a statistical service and trading profitably for years. His message is empowering. The market doesn't have to beat you. If you bring discipline to the table, you can come out ahead. Remember his core belief: money can be made in commodities, but only by those willing to earn it the hard way, through consistent, rule-based execution. Takeaway number 2, prioritize technical analysis and charts over relying solely on fundamentals. In the 1960s, when Keltner wrote his book, many traders obsessed over crop reports, weather forecasts, and supply-demand statistics. Keltner respected fundamentals, but he believed the price chart already contains all that information, baked in by the actions of thousands of buyers and sellers. He taught that price action on the charts reveals the real story of supply and demand far more reliably for timing trades. Charts show you the trend, the momentum, and the psychology of the market in real time. Keltner's approach was straightforward. Study the patterns, respect what the price is actually doing, and let the chart guide your decisions. Fundamentals can give you the big picture, but technical analysis gives you the actionable signals. This shift from guesswork to visual evidence was revolutionary for its time and remains powerful today. As Keltner would say, the market tells you everything you need to know if you're willing to read the charts. Takeaway number 3, master the 10-day moving average trading rule, the original Keltner channels. This is the heart of Keltner's system and the concept that made him famous. Here's how it works in its original form. Calculate the typical price each day, high plus low plus close, divided by 3. Then take a 10-day simple moving average of that typical price. That's your center line. For the bands, take the 10-day simple moving average of the daily trading range, high minus low, and add it to the center line for the upper band. Subtract it for the lower band. These bands create a dynamic envelope around price that adapts to volatility. A close above the upper band signals strength and potential trend continuation. A close below the lower band signals weakness. Keltner used this rule to identify when the market was breaking out or staying in a range. It's simple, mechanical, and incredibly effective when followed with discipline. Modern versions often use a 20-period EMA and average true range, but the original 10-day rule is where it all started. This single tool can transform how you see the markets. Takeaway number 4, follow the trend. The trend is your friend in commodities. Keltner was crystal clear. To be a successful trader, you must know at all times the direction of the price trend and keep your position in harmony with it. In uptrends, look to buy strength, especially when price closes above the upper Keltner band. In downtrends, look to sell or short weakness on closes below the lower band. He warned against fighting the market. Trying to pick tops and bottoms is a loser's game in leveraged commodities. Instead, ride the wave in the direction of least resistance. Keltner taught that trends persist longer than most people expect, and the big money is made by staying with the trend until clear evidence shows it has reversed. Simple rule: trade with the trend, not against it. Takeaway number 5, emphasize risk management. Never risk more than you can afford to lose on any single trade. Keltner knew that even the best system will have losing trades. That's why he stressed protecting your trading capital above all else. He recommended keeping risks small, typically a fixed small percentage of your account on any one position. Use stop-loss orders religiously. Never let a single bad trade threaten your ability to continue trading. In the high-leverage world of commodities, one oversized position can wipe out months of gains. Keltner's philosophy was survival first, profit second. Good risk management gives you the staying power to weather drawdowns and be there when the big winning trades arrive. As he proved through decades of trading, the trader who preserves capital is the one who ultimately wins. Takeaway number 6, maintain strict discipline and follow a rules-based trading system. Keltner didn't believe in discretionary hunches or emotional decisions. He built a mechanical, rules-based approach and insisted traders stick to it no matter what. Define your entries, exits, and stops in advance. Write them down, then, and this is the hard part, follow them without exception. No moving stops because you feel the market will turn. No adding to losers because you're convinced you're right. Discipline separates the few consistent winners from the many who blow up their accounts. Keltner said the market will test your resolve constantly. Only those with iron discipline survive and thrive. Build your system, trust your system, and let the probabilities work in your favor over time. Takeaway number 7, master trading psychology. Control your emotions or the market will control you. Fear and greed are the two biggest enemies in trading, and Keltner addressed them head-on. Fear makes you exit winners too early or avoid perfectly good setups. Greed makes you overstay positions and turn winners into losers. Hope is not a strategy, yet many traders cling to losing positions hoping they'll come back. Keltner taught that emotional control is just as important as technical skill. Keep a trading journal. Review your mistakes without ego. Develop the mindset of a professional who treats every trade as just one small piece of a larger process. When price hugs the upper band in an uptrend, it shows strong momentum. Stay long. When it hugs the lower band in a downtrend, momentum is bearish, while touches of the upper band can be shorting spots. Breaks outside the bands often signal the start of a new trend or acceleration of the current one. False breaks happen, so always use stops. Master reading these interactions and you'll know exactly when the market is showing strength or revealing weakness. Takeaway number 9, build a professional, practical trading setup. Treat it like a business. Record keeping was sacred to him. By reviewing past trades, you learn what works and what doesn't. Turn trading into a repeatable business process rather than an emotional roller coaster. Professional setup and habits separate serious traders from hobbyists. Keltner built his success on these practical foundations. Takeaway number 10, adapt to volatility and changing market conditions. Let the bands guide you. One of the beautiful features of Keltner's system is that the bands naturally widen during volatile periods and narrow during quiet ones. This built-in adaptation helps you recognize when the market is calm versus explosive. Keltner taught that markets are never static. The smart trader adjusts position size, stop placement, and expectations as conditions evolve. By respecting volatility instead of fighting it, you stay in harmony with the market, exactly as Keltner advised. Thanks for watching. Trade smart, trade disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one. See the description to purchase the original Charles Keltner ebook. I also have a link to my own full trading system based on the Keltner channels. It has exact entries and exits designed to limit risk and hold on to hard-won gains.